What's up guys, Nintenjoel here once again, and it is pickup time. Pickups number 40, we are cruising right along, and if you did not watch my last pickup video, you should go check that out because I finally finished the little shelf that I was filling up as fast as possible. So, what was I going to do to challenge myself for the next few videos? Try to fill up double the amount. Got another shelf, put them next to each other. Let's give myself a real challenge. Let's see how long it takes to fill this shelf up with pickups, because I'm running into things constantly. I'm constantly negotiating online and constantly trading, and things shift in and out of my collection as well. So yeah, always on the hunt for stuff, always picking up stuff. New challenge, let's go. So join me with these pickups that are extremely old, because I thought I was going to run out of pickups, and so I was like kind of stuffing everything aside and not showing you guys. And yeah, that last pickup episode was recorded a long time ago, like 2 months ago. So yeah, really behind. I have about 4 or 5 pickup videos to do now. So without further ado, here's some really old stuff, some that was actually from Christmas, and as you can see, there are some things that have already been put on the shelf. Those are just from previous trades that were already shown on my channel since I filled up the shelf. The trade with Roaming Dan and Psycho Dream from Chris with PMR Productions. So yeah, without further ado, let's go check out the pickups because there's a ton of them. Woohoo! Alright, and on to the pickups. Got a lot of them, just gonna blow through them. Went to a local game store, got 2 cheapo games because lately I haven't been able to find a lot there. But then again, this was a while ago. As I mentioned, I'm way behind, so I have actually found more stuff since then. It's just sitting on the shelf, waiting to be shown in future pickup videos. Arthur McLean's Mercury for PSP. This is basically a glorified version of Marble Madness. Not a version of it, but it's a very similar game where you're a ball of mercury. Get it through a maze. Looks pretty awesome. Pretty neat that they actually give credit to the developer of this game. That's old school. Second one we have, The Moffat Conspiracy, which is actually kind of sort of a sequel to Golgo 13. I'm not exactly sure how much of a sequel or anything, but it was cheap. It was like $8 I think, and it's complete in box. Got the instruction booklets in nice condition, and the cart's in nice condition as well. Oh, sorry Skyward. Okay, so then I did a trade with my buddy Kevin, and he got Gradius Collection for PSP, and he traded me 3 PSP games for it. He traded me one that I didn't really care much about, Dungeon Explorer Warriors of the Ancient Arts. I have a couple Dungeon Explorer games, I want to say. I have one for Sega CD, and then I have one for, I want to say, TurboGrafx 16. So that would be my third one. They're decent games, kind of like Gauntlet clones. And then this one I had a UMD copy of only, and this one's nice and complete, so I was very happy to get this. Final Fantasy Tactics, War of the Lions on PSP. Hell yeah. And then the third one, this one doesn't have a manual, but I really do like the sideways cover and just everything about this game. Brave story, awesome RPG, really like it so far, very fun. Thank you very much, Kevin, for that trade. Moving on. Okay, so my girlfriend's son, Aiden, got me, well not got me, he actually sold me Zelda Twilight Princess for Wii for $10, and I believe it's complete. Yep, it is complete, which is rare for him. But yes, I was very happy to get that, so thank you, Aiden. And then this is how behind I was. I actually have Christmas presents here that I never showed you guys. So first of all, I have an amiibo that I got for Christmas, and I opened it up on camera, and then I totally screwed up that video, but I still have that clip. So here's me opening up this amiibo. But since the packaging is so screwed up, we're just going to go ahead and go ahead and take him out, so that's pretty cool. Been waiting to do that for a while, so yeah, Mario, Pixel. I don't really collect amiibos that much, but he's a pretty cool display piece, so hell yeah. Alright, so yeah, there we go. Now you saw it opened and everything. Yeah, so got a Mario amiibo. Hell yeah, it's actually pretty cool. Okay, so next Christmas present I got was actually kind of a combined gift from my girlfriend's grandfather. God, really hard to put out. Girlfriend's grandfather and girlfriend's son, they got it together. It was his idea, son's idea, and her grandfather actually buying it. It's Gun Force for Super Nintendo, and this is like a very, very slow run and gun, kind of like Contra. Not terrible though. It seems like this game never gets talked about. It gets kind of a bad rap when it is talked about, but it wasn't actually that horribly, terribly bad. It was decent. It wasn't actually too bad. I've never seen it before, so I might actually do a review. I got plenty of footage of it when I first popped it in because I was still kind of testing the Retron at that point. So yeah, Gun Force for sure. And then I got, for my girlfriend, Fire Emblem Awakening. That is much easier to say for my girlfriend. That's okay, so Fire Emblem Awakening is one of the few 3DS games that I've actually wanted. I am not the hugest fan of the 3DS. I so underutilized that system. I played like 2 games on it. So now I have another one, and this is one I've actually wanted for a while. I love the art style on it, and now I'm into tactical RPGs, so it's really kind of like perfect timing, and now I'm trying to get all the Fire Emblem games. But good luck because those are super expensive. Okay, so then... Alright, what's next here? Alright, so my buddy online, Sean, he actually makes repros, and he's made me quite a few repros. In the last episode, I actually talked about some that he made for me. And this one he did not make for me. He made it for my girlfriend. This was one of the presents that I gave her for Christmas. I just kind of wanted to show it to you guys. It's Super Mario World Return to Dinosaur Island, and this is a Mario World hack. So basically they took Mario World and all the elements from it, added some new elements to it, rearranged the whole thing, and made a whole new game. And it's pretty damn fun. It's really good. This is actually, from what I hear, one of the better games of the Mario hacks. There's quite a few, but this is definitely one of the better ones. But this is not mine. This is actually my girlfriend Jessica's. Okay, but he also did make 2 games for me, though. And the first one is Taloon's Great Adventure. Now, this is a spin-off of the Dragon Warrior series. If you're familiar with Taloon or Torneko in Japan, he is the merchant that first appeared in the Dragon Warrior Dragon Quest 4 game. And he has a couple side games, and not a lot of people seem to know about them. This one I didn't know about until really recently, and then I found out there was a translation for it available, so I had to get it. This is a dungeon crawler where the maps in the dungeons are random. They're randomly generated, so every time you go in, they're totally different. You go in and hunt for crap, and then you come back out, and yeah, it's interesting. It's really interesting. Also of note, there is a game for PlayStation that I've been after quite a while. I used to have it. It's called Torneko, or Torneko's Great Adventure, or something like that for regular PlayStation. That game's actually pretty fun. Check that out if you ever find it. It's getting kind of spendy now, like $50. So yeah, really cool. And then he actually just kicked me down a game. He just made this out of the goodness of his heart, and that is Master of Weapon for the Sega Genesis. And this is a vertical shoot 'em up, and very fun. Very, very fun, actually. It reminds me of Vapor Trail for some reason, but yeah. Very cool game. Thank you very much, Sean. Really appreciate that, especially the kickdown. And yeah, very pleased with the products. So, alright, so I did a trade with my buddy Richard on my local retro gaming group, and I got quite a bit of stuff from him, but I can't remember what I traded him because it's just been so damn long. But the first thing I got from him was Revenge of Drancon for Sega Game Gear. Now, if you guys don't know what this is actually an Adventure Island game, and from what I hear, it's very fun, but I still don't have a working Game Gear yet, so hopefully one day I get a working Game Gear. I actually have 3 non-working ones, and I'm hoping to get the capacitor pack and replace all the capacitors in one of my Game Gears and get it functioning. That would be amazing, and then I can play Revenge of Drancon. From what I hear, a decent game. Okay. And then he traded me 3 Master System games. You guys know I'm totally after Master System games. This is only my 2nd card game on the Master System, Spy vs. Spy. Manual's trashed, but, you know, it's really cool to see the cards. I really like the cards. They're just super badass. And, yeah, Spy vs. Spy. Pretty darn cool. I don't know what's going on this cover here, but looks like the Black Spy is hiding behind the blown-up turd. Really large blown-up turd. I don't know what's up with that, but yeah. Spy vs. Spy. I can see I'm going to run out of room very quickly here. Alright, probably running out of time, too. And then we got Monopoly. Interesting thing about this Monopoly is this one has the misprint on the label. It says Monopoly with a space in between. Most of them say Monopoly. Mine does not, which is actually kind of cool. So, Nito Burrito. And then this one's also kind of trashed. We got Aztec Adventure. I may actually have another copy of this coming soon. Not really positive, but somebody put whiteout up here and no manual, and the cart's a little messed up. But yeah, it's still really cool to add that to the collection. Try to replace it if I can. And then I got 3 more things from him. First of all, we have Virtua Tennis. Now, I believe the reason I got this from him is because this is that RPG tennis game on Dreamcast. There's another RPG tennis game on TurboGrafx 16, which I intend to get. Can't remember its name off the top of my head, but yes, been looking forward to this. And we'll just put that right there. And then definitely cool. Definitely cool. I want this complete in box now, but he gave this to me super cheap. This is Darius Gaiden for Sega Saturn, which is a side-scrolling space shoot-'em-up and is amazing, with amazing, crazy music that is just haunting and really cool. Just fits the atmosphere amazingly. After like the 3rd or 4th level, I was just like, what the hell? This is amazing. So yeah, Darius Gaiden. If you're looking for Sega Saturn games, I can't recommend that one enough. I don't know much about Saturn, but that one kicks ass. And then arguably the best thing that I got from him, besides maybe Darius Gaiden, would be Arcus Odyssey for Sega Genesis. Another dungeon crawler game that's kind of a Gauntlet clone. Actually very similar to the Dungeon Explorer games. But yeah, Arcus Odyssey seems like it's getting a little hard to get, and I was blown away by how freaking clean this card is. It is like immaculate. It looks like it's never been touched before. Okay, then I did some eBay shopping, which is not too common with me, but I did get a few imports because I've been getting into imports. And the first one I have for you guys is Superstar Force. Superstar Force for Famicom is actually pretty darn cool. It is a vertical shooter, but it also has some adventure elements in there. And there's like a shop, and you can buy items, and there are overhead adventure elements. Kind of reminds me of that one game. Oh, what is that one game? Guardian Legend. Yeah, it kind of reminds me of that a little bit. You know, I am totally running out of room, so we're going to put the disc onlys over here. Nobody cares what those look like, and we'll keep the turd on top. And I just know when I'm running out of room, and, you know, may as well fix it. Okay, so, got another Famicom game, and it's another vertical shooter, and this one is, I got it written down there, Zuno Senkan Galg. There is no English translation for this. Let alone the title. And I don't know why it says Scroll RPG. I assume RPG stands for something else, but not role-playing game. It's just a vertical shooter. And, okay, so this one's kind of hard to describe. You can beat the game by getting a certain number of parts to this enemy, and I think constructing the enemy and then killing it. I don't even know what the hell the point of that is, but whatever. So, yeah, a couple of really good Famicom games that were nice and cheap. Love that. Okay, then we got First Failure with the Retron and doing the translation patch thing, which I have not really talked about much in my videos, but I will very soon. I got Front Mission, which I already have the DS version, but I really thought it would be cool to play this on full screen through the Retron in HD, translated. I thought that'd be kind of neat. But for some reason, the translation patch will not work, and it's the one that everybody uses for excuse me, hiccups, as usual. This is the same translation patch that they use for repros and everything, so I'm not exactly sure what's going on with that. But for some reason, can't get the patch to work for Front Mission. Still going to keep trying. If you know anything about that, or if you can refer me to anybody that knows about that, or somebody that can make me a patch, please let me know in the comments below. That would be amazing. Okay, then we have another Super Famicom game. This one I'm very pleased with. This is Poppin' Twinbee. Okay, so this is a vertical shoot 'em up. Actually, it's a vertical cute 'em up. This is like, it's totally overblown, like flowery, cute, but insanely hard shooter. With like cute little enemies like walking pineapples and with faces and just bubbly cuteness. It's just hard to describe, but you know, it's like Pocky and Rocky kind of. Pocky and Rocky is definitely a cute game, but it's a shoot 'em up, so it's cute 'em up. But Poppin' Twinbee is amazing. It's more like a traditional shoot 'em up, where you get the upgrades to your weapons, and you have to shoot these bells, and the more you juggle these bells, they turn different colors. And depending on what colors they are, you get different upgrades. So not only are you trying to dodge enemies, you're also trying to juggle these bells and kind of dodge certain colors and get certain other colors, and it's frantic and super colorful and crazy. So Poppin' Twinbee, I actually cannot recommend enough. I can't talk today. This one's going for about 15-20 bucks on eBay, and that's where I got it. It was a good deal. Okay, I gotta speed this up. Okay, last thing I have for you actually, so I can speed this up. Big ass trade with a dude named Zach. He was also on my local retro group. It's called Southern Oregon Retro Gamers, and I wanted a bunch of Famicom games from him, and he wanted a couple things of mine. I can't even remember off the top of my head. One thing was that badass PSP case that I got from Mexico. If you guys don't remember that, go way back in my history and check out my Mexico pickup, and you can see the import Japanese PSP case that I got. Anyways, that was one of the things I gave him. But he gave me a slew, I am not joking, of Super Famicom RPGs. First of all, he just kicked these down to me. We have Seiken Densetsu 2, which is just otherwise known as Secret of Mana. Just the regular Secret of Mana that we have here. Pretty cool to see the Japanese cart though. But yeah, just kicked down. And then another kick down, we have Soul Blader. Now, you guys may know this is Soul Blazer in America, which I also do have, but this is actually really cool to have, and maybe I'll give this away in a prize or something, I'm not sure. It does have a discolored back, but, you know, what can you do? Hey, it was free, and it's freaking cool as hell to see a Japanese version of a game with such a similar name, but not really. They had to change it by one letter. Was it one letter? Yep, one letter. Alright, had to verify there. Okay, so then, okay. Romancing Saga. Okay, so I have Romancing Saga 2 in box. Now I have 1 and 2. And Romancing Saga 3, another RPG. These are very open world from what I understand, and they have a lot of varying elements and different characters with a lot of different backstories. And yeah, this is actually the beginning of the Saga Frontier series. And before this, we had some of these games in the way of the Final Fantasy Adventure games that I think were somehow part of this series. Not really positive on that, but pretty sure. Running out of room. Okay, so then I got 4, count them, 4 Dragon Quest games from him. I got Dragon Quest 1 and 2. Translations easily available and readily available. The one I was most excited about, Dragon Quest 3, hell yeah. So this is the totally upgraded Dragon Quest 3, just like this one is. Super Famicom graphics, but the same story as Dragon Quest 3, just so freaking cool, so amazing. So happy to play that. Got Dragon Quest 5. Now they skipped Dragon Quest 4, which is criminal. Criminal in my opinion, because in my opinion Dragon Quest 4 is the best one. I'm very partial to that. I grew up with that one, and they never gave the Super Famicom version a try, and then it was supposed to come out on the PlayStation, and it never freaking happened, and then finally we got the DS port, but we kind of got ripped off. We got 1 and 2, we got 3, we got 5, or they got 6, both of us got 6, whatever, however you want to look at it. There is a 6 available, but somehow we got gypped on a Super Nintendo version of 4, which just irritates me to this day. Anyways, enough ranting about that. And he just kicked this down. This was like the coolest kickdown ever. It's a reproduction of Dragon Quest VI, which is freaking amazing. So I have a reproduction Dragon Quest VI, and I have a copy that can be translated. And the very last thing I have for you, he just kicked this down as well. Couldn't believe it. Just freaking amazing. It's a Super Famicom game, and it's complete in box. No, this is not complete in box. It's actually missing manual, but it is really freaking cool. Wizardry, Bane of the Cosmic Forge. This is so freaking cool. I can't even believe he kicked this down to me. The art is amazing. I just love the way they have the plastic inner trays, and I like the way the game looks. It's just really cool. So yeah, in my opinion, this was the best thing I got by far. Not just this game, but the trade was just amazing. Zach was a really cool person to deal with, and he lives a few towns over from me. Actually, quite a ways away, about an hour and a half, I'd say, away from me. But we did it through mail, and worked out really good. He was happy, and I am more than happy. I can't even believe that I have all this Super Famicom stuff already. It's crazy. And a couple Famicom games, too. And the Master System set finally grows with a giant turd. So, amazing. Alright, so thank you very much, everybody that did trades. Let's go see what this looks like on the shelf. Alright, lots of pickups for you guys. All kinds of stuff. Some of it really old, but yeah, really cool to finally get that stuff out of the way. And there it is on the dual shelf. All kinds of stuff. Really cool to see that many Super Famicom games already on my shelf. Really getting into the import thing. All of those have working translations except for Front Mission so far. So we'll see about that one. If anybody has any information on getting a translation patch for Front Mission that'll work, please comment below. And also comment below just, you know, what you guys thought of the new shelf idea, what you guys thought of the pickups, suggestions, comments, anything like that. Please leave a comment below. And if you did like the video, please give a thumbs up. And if you want to see more videos by me, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It's red, and it says subscribe, and it's down there. Go ahead and hit it. That would be amazing. Thank you guys very much for watching, and thank you everybody that does trades with me and gives me amazing deals. I really, really do appreciate you adding to this madness. So once again, thank you guys very much for watching, and keep rocking the retro games. What's up, everybody? And yeah, we're gonna see how fast we can fill this up, because I run into a lot of games, I do a lot of trading, and yeah, things are going in and out of my collection all the time for trades, and so let's see how fast we can fill this up. I'm repeating myself. God damn it. And if you didn't see my last video, you should go check that out. Last pickup video. God damn it. So, how do I top that? Got another shelf. Obviously. God damn it, that sounds arrogant. And let's go see the pickups. Still stupid. Still stupid. That are working, which is really, really cool. I'm not sure how much I mentioned that in the video. I honestly can't remember. That video was such a breeze. God damn it. We're going to see how long it takes to fill up. Try to spread it out a little bit so you guys have something to look at while I have to do these intros and outros. So, yeah. That fucking sucks.